This is a good video. Guys, my name is Isel and welcome back to my channel. Ooh, yay! I know you guys are looking at me like, what is going on with this girl? What's going on with this hairstyle? But today, honestly, I just wanted to feel silly. I usually do this, but I never show anyone because I don't feel, I don't know, I just like doing stuff like this. But today I'm like, you know what? This is my channel and I could do whatever I want. But in all honesty, I am literally just improvising because I am so not prepared for today's video. So bear with me. Today though, I am going to talk about my pregnancy story. Yes. And I'm going to do that. I hope you guys could take me seriously. I know it looks so funny. But I'm going to do that while doing my makeup. And like, I know I said that it's not like really like, you guys not gonna see a lot of makeup stuff in this channel. Like I said, I'm kind of improvising and I don't know how to do my makeup, so don't follow tips. You guys seen it. But yeah, as you guys notice, I'm not good with makeup. The eyelash video was not good. I'm gonna do, I guess I might do my eyeshadow. Like, I'm learning a little bit. My eyebrows always coming out messed up, but I'm trying. Can't even do my hair, as you guys can see. I just like improvising. But I don't know why I like pigtails, even though I don't have the hair for it, but I like pigtails. But whatever, right? But yeah, so I'm gonna do my eyeshadow and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna use Mulan, the Mulan palette. Okay. And I'm just gonna do it. I always just improvise. I'm kind of trying to get into makeup, I guess, in a sense. But that's not really who I am. I'm very just like a simple person. But today, I always go with like natural looks. Always done that. I just keep it safe because I don't know how to do my makeup, right? So I just keep it safe. But today, I'm going to try to use dark colors. And we're gonna see how that turns out. Maybe I turn out looking like a clown. But oh wells. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, before I continue, everything that I'm gonna put on, I'll put it down in the description, I guess. Okay. Okay, so, but you guys are probably not really gonna like it. Like I said, it's not really like a beauty channel. But if you guys are interested, I'll put it down in the description, whatever I use. And so it all started. I don't remember when it started. So I met Vinny at 18, right? He was working with my mom at the time in my aunt's restaurant. And I met him because, you know, since he was working with my mom, and I used to pick up my mom here and there, go see her at her job, or go there to eat, whatever the occasion was. And I saw him one day and I was like, oh, he looks cute. And at the moment, honestly, I just wanted a boyfriend. I was just like, I just want to date someone. I've been single for a while. I just date this guy. I saw him. I'm like, maybe I date him. And then that's it. It's over. Like, my relationships never lasted. Like, I never had a long-term relationship. So yeah, I met him. We hit it off. Started dating. I'm not gonna really get into details about that, but I'll leave that for another story. But you know, we started dating. We met, I think, around the summer of 2012, and we started dating in November. Honestly, this was the first guy that literally, like, I never, like, it always took me time. I'm telling you, I was never like in a really long-term relationship with the guy before I met him. He was the only guy, like, I'd say, like, it took me a while to, like, you know, feel that love with, you know, in that moment I was in love, and that was like my only love. That was like my first, not my first love, but that was Like, you know, we were together for a pretty long time, so I loved him. And but with Vinny, it was like, it was different. It was just something that I never felt before. I felt like it was just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it for people that have loved before, but it was just a different feeling. I felt fast, which was dumb. I don't know why. I guess he was my, you know, when you fall in love and they say you act dumb. That was mine. I was stupid in love. And then by 2014, yeah, I got pregnant. Like basically like 2 years. Like everything happened like, it like seemed like quickly because I feel like I got pregnant too quick, but in reality I didn't. Because we started in 2012, I got pregnant in 2014. Okay, in March, I think, or in April. So I got pregnant, and let me tell you guys how I got pregnant, okay? I got pregnant because me and Vinny started, you know, doing things. But we were like being dumb about it. We were being so dumb about it, guys. Oh my god, and I think about it, I was like, please, please, Leslie, don't be like this. Don't be like your mother. Because I had this thing where like I would calculate my period, and there was this cycle where you couldn't get pregnant, quote unquote, where I wasn't like, you know, much like ovulating. So we would, during those times, we would have unprotected sex, you know. I don't know why I'm saying like that. Most of you guys are watching me should be adults. But yeah, we were having unprotected sex for over a year. How I didn't get pregnant is beyond me, okay? I don't understand. I was like, and I think because of that, because I just felt like I was getting lucky every time, I was just like not gonna get pregnant. I was just so naive, guys. I know everyone's gonna judge me. Like, what were you thinking? Listen, I'm judging myself. Okay? I'm judging myself. A miscalculation happened, and I ended up getting pregnant. And I remember when I got pregnant, guys, that was like the most horrible thing anyone could have told me at that time. Because I remember I took the pregnancy test with my mom and my sister in the bathroom. Tell you, me and my mom, no secrets. Like as soon as I had suspicion, I told her. We went to buy a pregnancy test, and we was in the bathroom. And when that came out positive, I swear I cried. I said, I just my life. I mean, I know that sounds messed up to say, guys. It really does sound messed up to say. But I just, at that moment, I was 19, okay? And I was still in college, yes, but I had no job. I had nothing. I was still deciding what I really wanted to do with my life. I really didn't have anything going on for myself. So, of course, I was just like, what did I do? Like I was like, what did I do? What did I get myself into? Why wasn't I not thinking? Like I started thinking once I saw that positive result. And I'm like, why couldn't I just think about this all before? Like honestly, I never like was thinking about getting pregnant anytime soon. Pregnancy wasn't even like, I knew I wanted to have kids, but way in the future. I just didn't think it was gonna happen. It was just like everything was just bad. Like at that moment, it was just like my brain was just like, oh my god. And all I could do was cry. And I seriously, the first thing I thought was like, should I get an abortion? That was the first thing I thought. I mean, it makes sense. I'm really not ready. And when I say I'm not ready, guys, I don't look, no one's ever ready to have a kid. No one. It don't matter if you 19, if you're 30, 40, you're never ready to really have a kid. Okay? But the financial, of course, when you're financially stable, it helps a lot. It really does. You know, you could say that helps, and then you just learn along the way, right? But when I say I wasn't ready, like I really wasn't ready in the sense that I really didn't know what I was going through depression. I was going through a lot of issues within me, trying to find myself. I was going through just a whole period of self-love. Like it was just a lot of things were going on in my life that it was just like I wasn't like, how am I gonna bring a child into this world that have no job, no nothing? Like Vinny has a lot in his plate. Like I can't, like I just couldn't. And then I remember I told Vinny, and he was just ecstatic about it. he was just happy. He was happy. And I'm like, how could you be happy about this? Honestly, I told him that. I was like, how could you be happy about this? Like, what is, like, are you not really, like, thinking, like, what we got ourselves into? Like, is it not hitting you? Like, do you understand that this is a big, big responsibility? And I feel like for him, he didn't think it was big because he was already, like, he already had the responsibility of providing for his family. He was already a provider. And I feel like that's all he thought. Like, all you had to do was, like, be a provider. So he was, like, already kind of knew how to provide for a family because he was already helping his, you know, his family. He was already helping his family out a lot and stuff. He had so, but it was, like, it's different with a kid. Like, it's just not about, like, you can't do certain things anymore. Like, you have to grow up. Like, you have to sacrifice a lot of things now for this kid. Like, it's not just... Like, I guess I'm glad, you know, he didn't, like, oh my God, you're pregnant? Like, that's it. I'm out. Deuces. I don't know what you can do, Isel, but bye. He didn't. He, like, right away, he took full responsibility, and he was like, let's do it. We're gonna have this baby, and we're gonna do this. I was so iffy. Like, I would tell him, I was like, should we really have it, Vinny? Like, think about it. Should we? And he really wanted to have a kid. But I was just so, like, at the end of the day, it's my body, it's my choice. And I ended up not getting rid of her because I felt like it was my fault. Like, I should have been more careful. And this is not to, like, judge anyone who has done the opposite of me. I'm really not judging you. Like, I respect everyone's decision. It was just how I felt at that moment. If you did the opposite of me, I still respect you. Because at the end of the day, you know when you're, let's say, quote unquote, ready, or you know, like, what you can handle in that time or in that moment. Okay, me personally, I made a decision just based on, I didn't think with my head. I just made a decision based on my heart, where I felt like if I do this, I don't think I'll be able to have kids again, because I don't feel like it's fair, because it's my fault. I should have just been more careful and stuff. That's how I took it. The way I saw it at that time. Okay, and how I felt at that time. And I was like, I could have done a lot of ways to prevent it. There's, like, a lot of ways to prevent it. Like, at this day and age, like, there was a lot of things I could have done. You know, how could I have gotten pregnant? It was just, like, I don't know. It was just maybe, I don't know what was going on with my head. I really don't know, guys. I don't know. But I remember I was just so unhappy. I didn't go through with an abortion or anything because I just accepted that it was my fault, and it was just like, it was an obligation more than that I wanted it. And I just felt, and I was just so unhappy. I was so unhappy with the decision I made. I remember I was just thinking, like, what am I gonna do with my life? And then I tried to see things in a positive way, and I was just like, okay, I still have school going on. I could just finish that. And I remember I was in my last semester, and I had everything. I had talked to my advisors. Everything was going good because my due date was in December during my finals. And my advisor was like, listen, just talk to professors at the beginning of the semester and just let them know your situation. And maybe they could give you the final, like, a week before your due date, or, you know, some professors work around that. Everything was set. I had set on my schedule. And then it turns out that I wasn't going to receive financial aid anymore because in the spring semester, I had a really bad semester. Obviously, with the whole pregnancy thing, I was just so out of it. I was so distracted. I felt like it was just like I was just seeing things negative. I was just such in a negative place. So in my last semester, I had failed the class, and because of that, they weren't giving me my financial aid anymore. And I'm like, I cannot pay $2,000 for this semester. And honestly, I didn't know how to ask for help during that time. So I felt like I lost it. I lost the one thing that I felt like I was doing for myself. I lost that now, and that got me even more depressed. Okay, I don't have a job now. I don't have school. What am I bringing my child into? Like, what? It's like, I'm like, me and Vinny don't even have he didn't have a stable job. Like, he wasn't really getting paid good. In his defense, he started working, and once he realized I was pregnant, he started working 3 jobs. But that didn't satisfy me. Like, I never wanted to be someone that depends on a man. Okay, I was just never wanted to be that person. I wanted to know that I was secure, that I had something going on for myself and for my kid. Because at the end of the day, Vinny, I don't know what's his plan. Like, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what he's gonna do. Like, he could one day walk out. Like, maybe it gets too much for him. Like, it was just so many things going through my head, and I didn't like being dependent of him. I didn't like it. I felt like I was just getting to this like thing that I was like, you know how most Mexicans, they're like stay-at-home moms, or they just depend everything on a guy, and I just wasn't. I felt like I was falling into that, and it just got me even more depressed. And mind you, my whole pregnancy was just horrible because I had morning sickness throughout my whole pregnancy. I lost so much weight in my body because I barely ate, and Nelly was just eating basically, I guess, my fat. The only thing, I was a vegetarian at that time already, 2 years vegetarian. I had to eat meat because that was the only thing she could eat, because everything else just wouldn't stay in my stomach. She would crave meat and she would crave soda. And since that was the only thing I could kind of eat, I had to eat it because there was nothing else I could like feed her. I was scared, like she wasn't growing and stuff. And you could see, I'm trying to find a picture, guys, where inside here I look horrible. Like, I look dead, and you could tell that I was just, my face was so skinny, nothing compared to how I look now. Very bad time for me. Okay, you see, as you guys could tell, I don't know how to talk and do my makeup. Okay, this is going, my person doing something really dark is going very horrible. How do people do this? This is like a really dark look. Do I look pretty? So yeah, I just fell into this really big depression. My pregnancy wasn't good. Nothing was good. Vinny, you start realize or getting to know someone once you start living with them. And Vinny had these habits that I just didn't like. We got together too soon, that we didn't really enjoy, and we were too young. We were so young, guys, that he had like bad habits, and he had a lot of issues that he just didn't realize that it's just like things change. Things had to change. Like, he had to, like, I was his family now, you know? And it was different for him to adjust. It was very hard for me to adjust because I was so used to my family. I was such a, like, always being with my family, and it was hard for both of us. And he took it more in a, he took it one way, I took another way. I took it more like, okay, now I have to grow up. I can't be a child anymore. I can't think about just myself. I need to start getting out of this negative space that I was going into. And I would tell him, like, you know, I'm feeling very unloved at that moment. At that time, I felt very unloved. I felt very insecure. I just needed someone to support me and to tell me everything was gonna be alright. And at the time, Vinny wasn't it. I guess in his own, he was going through, he started realizing like, okay, I'm gonna be a dad. Like, okay, things are not how I thought they were gonna be. Yeah, we both started going down like very different paths. We both knew that we loved our child and we wanted something for her, but it was just totally different. So yeah, like, I started realizing that I don't know, did I make the right choice? Should I just wait a little bit until we moved in together? Or first of all, I should have waited till I even got pregnant and got to know him more to realize if I wanted him to be the father of my child. And listen, Vinny is a great father, okay? Hands down, he's a really good father, okay? I got no complaints there. He has taken responsibility. He has loved his child and has been there for his child since day one, okay? I don't want you guys to think that, you know, I'm trying to talk bad about his, you know, him being a father. No. Vinny's an excellent father. Yeah, we saw things different. We saw life different. And problems started between us, so that made it even worse because it was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a child with this person. I don't know. I'm just mixing colors here. Okay, first of all, once Natalie was born, first of all, she took forever, and everyone would tell you I was being annoying because I was in labor for a week. I started getting pain for like a week. As soon as they told me that I was like open 3 centimeters, 2 centimeters, I think 2 or 3, I was already feeling the pains. And mind you guys, I have bone problems. I'm in the beginning stage of arthritis, like very, very in the beginning. I'm trying to take care of myself. I'm trying, but my bones are really like weak. They're not like labor is already painful, but someone with really weak bones and their bones are just very fragile, it's even more painful because your cervix is literally like opening. Okay, that it hurts. It is. I was in so much pain, okay, and the doctors was like, "No, you can't. You have to be 4 centimeters open." And I was just like, "Oh my god!" But I'm happy. I'm like, I need something. I need drugs. I need to do something. This baby does not want to come out. And we even tried everything. We went wash. We did this. We did. I remember like when was it, on the 9th? No, not the 9th. The 14th, and we finally decided to go to Bellevue, and that's when they took me in, and they finally admitted me in Bellevue. And mind you, a little fun fact, I was actually born in Bellevue, so me and my daughter were born in the same hospital. It would have been really cool if we would have been from the same doctor, but no. And I started finally opening up, and I didn't want to go on the epidural because my parents had advice. They were like, well, and not my parents, like everybody has said that like they have like back pain, so it's bad like after a while. And my mom was like, you already have bone problems. I feel like that's just gonna make things worse. You know, it's gonna help you, yeah, but then it's gonna make it worse. And then I was like, okay, let me try not to. And mind you, and then also it was more like a whole like kind of like a little competitiveness in me was like, well, my sisters did it without epidural. I'm not gonna be the only one weak as getting an epidural. No. I could do this. My sisters could do it. I could do it too. Girl, no, I cannot do it. Let me tell you guys, I couldn't do it, okay? I stopped at 6 centimeters. I started opening once I got above you, like 4 or 5. And it was going quickly. At 6 centimeters, I stopped. And I just didn't move from there. It just didn't open from there. And I just couldn't take the pain anymore. Like, it was so bad. Like, since I was in labor for like a week of feeling the pains, I was sleep deprived. So whenever I didn't feel the pain, I would fall asleep. But then a contraction would come, and it would wake me up because it was painful. I was just like crying the whole time, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I need it. Like, I just need it. And I told my nurse, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I know you guys don't want it, but I need it, okay? And it's my body, and I'll suffer the consequences later. And then, yeah, just take it. So I ended up taking it in. Let me tell you, 10/10 recommend. I don't know if in the future I'm gonna have back pains or whatnot, but until now, my back's been good. And honestly, I didn't feel no pain after that. Everything was just smooth. Everything was good. Okay? So I don't regret getting epidural. I may have been weak, but whatever. I'm still strong because I gave birth. Anyway. Yeah, that happened, and I got the door finally. I was able to kind of like sleep a little bit, not really, but it kind of helped me like close my eyes and like relax because I was in such pain. I ended up starting getting a fever because I guess it was just so many things at once on me and getting into my body, and mind you, those things were cold towards kind of towards when Natalie was gonna like almost coming out. Well, not coming out, but like she was about to be born because I was kind of like opening up. I had to get ready to push. They told me that I had a fever, and they were like, listen, if your fever does not go down, your child is going to come out with a fever. She's going to come out sick. Okay? And that's going to be bad. So we're going to give you medicine, and we're going to try to bring down the fever. Because then it's gonna get, if it doesn't, then it's gonna get complicated. Guys, at that moment, throughout my whole pregnancy, I never felt like that mom connection. Yes, I liked it when she kicked on me. It was like nice and everything, but it was never like, oh my god, like that mom feeling. Okay. And I try to, because on social media, like I kind of will post kind of my pregnancy, but this is why I say social media isn't real, guys. It's not, because it really didn't portray what I really was feeling in the inside, and I didn't feel that mom instinct. I didn't. I tried to, and I tried to force it, but I just didn't feel it, and I was scared. You know, I was like, damn, I'm gonna probably be a bad mother. And that's also too, like, I'm bringing this child to, I don't be a bad mother, and I'm bringing this child to this world for, and that it has to do a lot with the fact that I didn't love myself. A lot of, you know, I didn't have self-love. So, but guys, at that moment when they told me that my child could come out sick, I felt so bad, and I was just like, God, I know, like, I'm losing my relation, like, I have not talked to you in a while, but I don't want my child to come out sick. I don't want nothing to happen to her. And I remember I was just so scared. That was the first time I felt scared of losing or like something happening to my child. And I remember that's when I told my mom, I was like, I think we need to pray. Or I think we should pray, Mom, because I'm really scared. I don't want my daughter to come out sick. And she was like, yeah, let's pray. And we prayed. And I felt like I really prayed. Like I really gave myself to God at that moment. My fear went down. Like an hour later or so, my fear went down. And I was already open 10, and I had to push. And I only pushed for 15 minutes, and she came out. And I remember when she came out, Vinny shed a tear. I remember I saw him shed a tear, and she didn't cry. And I was already, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I saw this in movies. They're supposed to cry. Like, why is she not crying? And then I was like, Vinny, just go check on her. Leave me. Go check on her, because Vinny was still trying to, like, you know, give me that support. Mind you, Vinny was there the whole time. He almost lost his job because he was there with me through everything. Okay. Through the whole week I was in pain, he was suffering all those sleepless nights as well. Okay, so he was there. Tell you, he was been there since daughter since day one. And then yeah, she started crying. That's when I felt like that sign of relief that I was like, okay. Guys, when I held my child for the first time, I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes, but you're going to have a very different life than I did. I am going to protect you, and I'm going to take care of you, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get through this. And I'm going to become somebody, and I'm going to try to give you the best life. I remember I looked at her and I was like, nothing else matters in this world but you. Like before, my motivations were my little sisters. And then I finally had a new motivation that really motivated me even more. And I started getting this, I started feeling like a mom. For the first time, I started feeling like a mom. And I felt that mom-daughter, like that connection to my child that I was afraid that I wasn't going to feel. Yeah, after that, like things, of course, were rough. It was really hard for me at the beginning because, listen, all moms are going to tell you it's really hard having a newborn. And just, but honestly, anything, like it was just the best thing in the world. I love being a mom. I just love being a mom to my daughter. Okay. So yeah, guys, this is my dark look. Don't mind my eyebrows. I never cut my eyebrows. But yeah, so this is my look. I had to finish the rest off camera because then I don't know how to multitask apparently. But yeah, that was my pregnancy story. I don't know if you guys felt the same. Any moms out there, how do you guys feel? Maybe some moms, you know, they feel it as soon as they find out they're pregnant. I wasn't one of those moms. It was just a very bad period of time because in my head it was just like, in what world am I gonna have a child right now? Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry for all this. Maybe it's not the best thing to look at right now, but it's me. I'm silly, or I'm just whatever, and I like these. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Okay, we're just gonna continue to grow and grow and grow. Check out my other videos, interact with me, let me know what you guys like to see, what you guys want me to do, what do you guys want me to talk about next. As you guys can see, every time I tell a story, I'm trying to do like something as well. Maybe you guys could give me some ideas, because like I said, kind of like improvise this one. It's really hard because I want to make YouTube videos and I enjoy them, but sometimes I just don't know what to do. Like I don't know how to come about it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel like I say that a lot, but thank you so much for everyone that's supporting me. I feel like I have to tell you guys this every week. Anyway, I'm here for you guys Mondays and Saturdays. Okay, so don't forget to ring that bell, hit that subscribe button, hit that like and comment, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.